It's in there. This is why Usyk can't fight these guys yet, but the winner of this tournament, of course, is going to be a title defense for him. And it can be, I wonder if they have to put up their trophies. That'd be pretty cool, but probably not.
Well, that's the way they did the light heavyweight. The titles were up.
The trophy's a beautiful thing. It's like fucking 4 feet tall or something. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, but you can't carry a trophy to the ring. You look like a douchebag.
Yeah, pretty much.
You need a belt.
Yep.
It's not a belt. It's a championship, damn it.
Selling trophies. Did you hear Tim Brown is putting this for all Raider Nation? Tim Brown is reselling. He already sold it once, so it's really not Tim Brown selling it. It's the guy who bought it is reselling the Tim Brown Heisman Trophy Award. Go ahead, Lee.
That's all right. Go to fightnetradio.com. Get involved. We'll talk about you. If your whole goal is to inject yourself into our lives and be commented on or interact with both me and Andrew, we constantly update the website, which is now feeding the Las Vegas Fight Club group. If you're a member of that group, you'll also get a Fight Net Radio feed. Somehow I became the curator of that page. I don't know how that shit happened. Let's see, what else? LasVegasDiscount.net for your next trip to Vegas. And I think that's all the advertising I need to cover. So, with that said, what I'd like you to do is go to fightnetradio.com. Just click like and follow the page, right? We have, over 5,000 people following us, over close to 6,000 people liking us. All I'm asking is to interact with us, and then you can hear me talk about you, like Paul Cuff, who is one of our regulars, Jose Romero, who's borderline stalkerish, Callie King, who is my compass and barometer on whether or not I've gone too far with the entire black community.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
that's too far.
Although he thought
that's too far.
He really thought that he's as black as Wesley Snipe was a very funny comment to him.
Oh my gosh.
What are you talking about?
You're terrible. He said that? Did he say that?
He did say that.
Oh, okay. I was like, Lee. All right, that's nice.
New Shane Guzenheit. Sounds like a white Nazi. Guzenheit.
No, stop it. He's from Las Vegas.
Shane Guzenheit.
He used to be the owner of
Heil Hitler.
StraightJab.com.
Is he really?
Yeah, that used to be, yes, sir. One of my he was the first website to ever put one of my articles up. It was very cool.
Kill them all.
Lee got a story about him.
Tell me a Guzenheit story before you.
I was at a train casino, gonna meet him and his wife for just to get a background on me and see if they wanted me to work for StraightJab.com. And I had a 16 parlay. 6-team parlay.
That would have been
baseball.
$250,000.
Oh man. They came in. They walked through the doors. I'm in line. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go. That's them. I gotta go. I didn't make the bet. I was, I'm not gonna tell the guy.
Did it hit?
Oh yeah, Mario was with me. Yeah, you better goddamn believe it. All 6 teams came in.
Yeah. The only time I came that close,
that was my moment.
And a group of drunk fuckers were up at 4 a.m. Before New Year's Day, and we took out we got sheets of paper and put them all over our room, and we took every media thing we could find on who people were picking to win the games, and we created this master board of what every favorite was, and created this like literal New Year's Day game day thing. By the way, you don't have to do that shit anymore. You just go to Oddshark. But it was pre-Oddshark, right? This is back in the 2000s. So we came up with this board. Then we all passed out, right? And because that's what you do after being up till 4 a.m. This is back when I drank, for God's sake. This is 1992. So we're putting everything up. We pass out drunk. We wake up the next day, start watching the games, and realize that the 15 or 20 teams that we laid out are hitting exactly as the map that we put up. That's the closest I ever came. Shout out to Richard Lopez, who wanted to come down to have a drink with me at the fight, which is very funny. There's no way he's leaving the Bay Area. You're trapped up there.
He was in Vegas. I don't know if
No. I was in L.A. He made the comment.
Okay, yeah, he was in Vegas. Yeah, he was in Vegas. He probably thought he thought that fight was in Vegas.
Maybe if that were the case, then I would have bought him a drink.
He would have been there.
He's fun to hang out with. Shout out to Gina, who is a longtime supporter of our show and friend of mine. Rodney Cordova, Hosel again. Stalker, bro. Stalker.
Stop it.
Look, you guys are starting to get it's Hosel, the Stalker Romero, and Kelly King, the voice of the Black Nation.
You're so stupid.
Well, who would you make Richard the voice of the Raider Nation?
No, he's an Eagles fan.
He used the word Holmes in his comment.
He's an Eagles fan.
Is he really?
He's an
That's
Eagle.
Funnier. That's even funnier. Let's see. Is there anybody else that I missed from this past week? Boy, I put a lot of content up on Friday night while I was sitting there killing time. Shane was all over the place. Your boy Shane the Nazi Gusenheint. Does he listen to the show?
I don't know.
I'm calling him a fucking Nazi, bro. Kelly King. Couldn't wait to hear the show. Lee, you called Michael Blacksman Wesley Snipes black. Laugh out loud. You should see his feet. Oh, fuck. Look, Mayweather got caught up out there and was getting ready to do the Kumite. Them dudes didn't speak not one sentence in English.
That's right.
He had to escape from the Japanese mafia. This is a hilarious move. There you go. Let's see. Jennifer Mercedes Failer. That's got to be a friend of Christina's. That just feels like a plant. I'm just telling you.
I don't.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm just telling you how.
I don't know.
I'm plugging all this shit in. So what happens when you become a fan of Fight Net Radio? Lee will scroll through and read your name off. Hosel Mario. I haven't mentioned Mario's name in a long time. Bamberger. What? There's so many things wrong with your name, Mario. Mario Fernando Bamberger just doesn't work. Like, that just... Bro, it doesn't work. Bamberger says, I shaved my head. I'm just saying how it goes. Erkin Yildiz. Did I cover everybody for the week, Andrew? Any more shout-outs?
Yeah,
where's my...
I don't know. Why are you
Where's my Polish guy?
It's 10:18.
Shut up! You get a shout-out for... This is the Magic Mirror segment as I turn towards reading the news. I'm just making sure I got everybody, all right? Hosel. Oh, there's Jaime. All right, cool. I've mentioned everybody. Just to interact with us. Get involved, all right? Just go to... by the way, the biggest post of the week is the one where I found the 51-year-old dude who I think I wanted to have a fight with. We talked about it this past week. That got the most media attraction from all of you. Hosel, Jaime, Javier. There's Marcin. That's our Polak, Andrew. Blaze of whiskey. Nice. Did I offend everybody equally? We'll make him the president of the Polish nation. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Blaze of whiskey is a Polak. Did they get offended by that, you think? Is that offensive? Takes us to News of the Week, sponsored by fightnetradio.com. Interact with us, and you too can be your race leader.
You're so stupid. It's
a comedy show, Andrew. If this were really about boxing, who the fuck would listen to it? Would you listen to this show if you were really trying to get boxing news? If you had a choice between this show and, say, if Dan could actually talk and form real sentences out loud.
No, they actually cut his show. Did you hear that? ESPN cut his chat room without any explanation.
Yeah, because he sucks. Like the blood. It sounds like Jabba the Hutt. I need to go eat. Fat fuck. Fat fuck. I don't know why I hate Dan so much. Mainly
I know. I don't know why.
I literally hate Dan.
Oh my gosh.
Like, if there was somebody beating Dan up in the casino and I have a whole thing about bullying and people who are assholes, like, I would have to think about it for a few minutes before I saved his ass. It would literally take me like, fuck, I gotta save Dan.
He'd have to be unconscious while still getting kicked in the head.
Cut somebody off in the buffet line, you fat fuck? He should beat your ass.
I
don't like him. I've never liked him. And you know who else doesn't like him? The lucky leprechaun, Bill Trio. Ever since, but that's about fucking up his car.
Yeah.
Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury pay-per-view undercard is finalized. This reported, of course, boxingscene.com. The most significant heavyweight event in the U.S. in more than 15 years will feature an undercard lineup of stellar fighters, including the return of the unified world champion and two boxing's hardest-hitting heavyweights. Undefeated unified 154 world champion Jarrett Hurd, along with heavyweight title contender Luis Ortiz and top heavyweight prospect Joe Joyce, will fight in separate bouts on Showtime's pay-per-view card on the undercard of Deontay Wilder versus... how did they fucking write this sentence? Undefeated unified 154-pound world champion Jarrett Hurd, along with heavyweight title contender Luis Ortiz and top heavyweight prospect Joe Joyce, there are no commas, will fight in separate bouts on the Showtime pay-per-view undercard of Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz. It says that, bro!
Hey, you gotta keep going. Luis Ortiz heavyweight blockbuster event presented by... It just keeps
Dude,
going,
how did they fuck that up? How did this get through? Okay, hold on, everyone.
You're
Hold
stopping.
on, everyone. All right, everybody take a deep breath. They didn't put Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. They put Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz. Wait, hold on. Let me check the date. Maybe Andrew fucked up pulling this.
Will you stop?
This story was posted Friday, November 9th, 2018.
Yeah.
How did this get through, bro? How did this get through and posted?
And then not seen for days.
And not anybody sent it in and went, bro.
I guess no family reads his shit.
Nobody read this fucking article other than me? I gotta read it again. It's so unbelievable. Undefeated. I literally thought I fucked up. That's why I started over. I thought, there must be a comma in here that I'm not understanding. These people were all on the Wilder-Ortiz undercard in the last fight. Nope. These fucking people believe that on December 1st, Wilder is fighting Ortiz again. Andrew.
No, it ain't me. Don't
Andrew,
look at me.
Bro, can you believe this fuck up? By the way, this is what I mean. Nobody fucking reads. Everybody listens to a podcast or watches a video.
That's right. No, that's
Undefeated unified 154-pound world champion Jarrett Hurd, along with Luis Ortiz and top heavyweight prospect Joe Joyce. By the way, if none of you believe me, go to Boxing Scene.
I'm gonna tell you though. Wait a minute.
Post it.
I'm gonna tell you though, Lee.
I'm copy cutting and
Journalists
pasting
have
this.
ruined that. So-called journalists in boxing have ruined that themselves by not. They give us what the tweet already said by the promoter, the PR guy, the fighter himself, and then they give us a recap of shit we already know. They have gotten so lazy in actually being journalists and giving us in-depth stories or breaking news on their own just because they have a great connection with the so-called fighter. Like, there are guys in the NFL that get news before the players even tweet it because there's a connection there. I don't know if they're getting money or whatever, Lee. I don't know all that. But there's Schaefer and all these guys, right, in the NFL that drop this breaking news and everyone goes, oh, well, that shit must be real. It's coming from him. He knows everybody.
Right.
Boxing doesn't have that. Boxing takes recycled tweets. Oh, look, breaking news. Tyson Fury said blah, blah, blah. Tyson Fury's going to fight Deontay Wilder on December 1st. And you're like, oh, fuck, I already know that. Click. You turn it on. Like, I believe that's why nobody reads boxing material anymore. They've gotten very lazy. Move on.
By the way, you can go to Fight Net Radio. It'll say right at the top, this is a real sentence discussed on FNR. And I put the entire paragraph of what they put up, just in case they do change it, because I'm pretty sure a couple of the shitbags over at Boxing Scenes listen to our show. And by the way, that's a real thing that Andrew and I have battled with. People just take our drops, turn those into articles. We've actually covered that. There's shit in the archives about that that's Andrew's little pet peeve. Dan is my pet peeve. Andrew's pet peeve is stealing our stories.
No, I just think it's a coincidence, and we're always on point, Lee.
There's a lot of coincidences.
Yeah, we're always on point.
By the way, if you don't,
I love the fucking dude. Nobody said Mundine versus Horn was gonna be for the shot at the WBA middleweight title. Oh, the very next day, what the fuck is the Australian Post saying? If he beats Mundine, he's gonna fight Canelo.
Right, because it goes into the feed. Somebody does a Google search. They see our show. They look at